Hi, I'm Gloria Lee, a park ranger with the National Park Service, working right here in Lower Manhattan. Yes, there are national parks in New York Harbor, 23 different sites in all. Let me show you a few of them. Gateway National Recreation Area offers miles of beaches, wildlife preserves, and historic forts, where people can hike, bicycle, and birdwatch, all in the boroughs of Staten Island, Brooklyn, and Queens, and at Sandy Hook in New Jersey. I've worked at 4 national park sites here in New York Harbor: Federal Hall, the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the African Burial Ground. And there are other great parks to see. You'll never get bored. All of these parks are really easy to get to by subway, car, or ferry. But for now, this series of video podcasts will let you take a closer look at the national parks of New York Harbor without leaving your home. So start clicking and check them out now.
These goats are one of the best allies the Park Service could possibly have in preserving and protecting historic and cultural structures here at Fort Wadsworth.
It's a very positive message to the public that comes by and sees goats. They're very interested. It's wildlife that they're not used to seeing in New York City.
This is not new. This goat solution is an ancient solution, one that's been around for thousands of years. We're just reinventing it for the 21st century. Our modern way of doing this would be to remove this vegetation by cutting it with chainsaws, mowing with tractors. What we found, though, is that goats are a much better tool. They're lighter than trucks, so they're easier to use on historic structures, not as damaging. It's very difficult to drive a tractor up a 45-degree course and get an even cut. They're much more able to get up the slopes that some of these structures form. They're also much more economical, particularly when gas prices are going at $4 and $5 a gallon now. A goat eats about 20% of his weight daily in vegetation. They don't mind poison ivy. They're actually very happy to be feeding on mugwort, bittersweet, and some of the worst of the offenders here. Goats are a very green solution to the problems of removing vegetation from historic structures because they don't require gas. Whatever they leave behind is completely compostable. In fact, it makes a wonderful substrate for grasses and other plants that we are anxious to establish on top of these structures.
The use of natural herbivores to control vegetation is something that we will expand here at Gateway National Recreation Area, and I think we will see, based on the success of this program, an expansion of that into other national parks.